that hit home.
Hi, Mom.
Hell yeah.
We bought a little weed.
Some of that devil's grass from the Underdark. We're still in Igor's basement, I thought, when we ended. Did we go back? We
He
just cut off that
cleaned us
dude's
up.
hands. I don't know if we ever got his name, but he was that dark wizard.
Graham Greaves.
Graham Greaves. Grammy. All right. Oh. So yeah, we cut off Gigi's hands. Yeah, he was like
Yep.
Yeah, then we got
dead
cleaned up, right?
almost, and then
Igor
yeah,
cleaned
we
us
were
up.
trying to clean up best we could downstairs. Yeah, and then we put him back in the room.
Yeah,
Are his hands still there on the floor?
No, give him to Connell.
No, I have him.
Connell, what are you gonna do with those hands?
I don't know. Just wave to people. I don't know. You gotta throw them away somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, this is an alchemy shop. You must have acid or something, right? I mean, speaking not from experience, but I've heard that acid is the best way to get rid of a body.
It comes from the human trafficking.
Oh, most definitely.
It comes from the murder.
Connell, are you going to get rid of those hands, or are you going?
Yeah, we can get rid of them. I just figured probably don't leave them in the basement.
I just wanted to know if you had some kind of preference that perhaps we should all be aware of.
No, I don't have a hand fetish, Alton.
Oh, don't get handsy, all right?
And we're back.
Oh yeah. Anyways,
What just happened?
I just looked down at like all the blood on me. That was I'm gonna be honest. I got dark fast.
Igor, honey, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he all gave you potions that you drank that cleaned you up.
Well, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Do you have anything for the floor or the room?
Or these?
No.
Yeah. You're an odd one. I will take care of it.
Thank you. We apologize for the inconvenience.
I don't
Dark
like doing
wizards
this
and whatnot.
in my business, but I don't like the people that you were doing it to more. So
Sometimes I look over at Connell. You got to get your hands dirty.
And I just do finger guns with the guy's hands.
Okay, Connell, that's really put those.
roll
put
me a
those things
performance
away,
check.
man. Put those things away.
I just want to see if you actually get the fingers up, you know?
Jokes
It
are.
is a natural 20.
Oh, my God. With grog. Of course, with grog.
Plus
It's like, it's that perfect time, and I don't know if this is possible, so don't, this is a fantasy world anyways. You pick them up, and you wing them just as rigor mortis sets in, and the pointer fingers just froze out there, Starting to stiffen up, one drops a little.
All right, guys.
But,
First off, no one pull those. And please get rid of those.
Yeah, Igor, you can take care of these?
Igor.
Igor.
I could potentially use them. Yeah, sure. You're giving the hands? Wait, I'm
Yeah,
confused.
can he dissolve them or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Just get rid of them.
Sure. Here.
I think. Oh, I was gonna say we should intimidate the people and just throw the hands into the castle.
No. Ooh. Maybe we'll get new hands for that.
Okay.
So he pulls out like a little wooden crate and opens the lid, like kind of says, "Put him in here." And you put him in there, and
Yeah,
he
put 'em
stuffs
in.
it. Yep. He puts it on the floor, kicks it underneath the counter.
Well, we apologize for the inconvenience. Things are only going to get messier from here.
Should I?
But I hope to leave your shop out of it.
Should I plan on you guys coming back at all?
Yeah, we had a meeting with the
don't-
Marquis again.
Yeah, I don't remember what day.
It was the next day, I think.
Tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. We should be
next
back
eve.
tomorrow.
Yeah, we should be back tomorrow.
Okay.
With hopefully less blood.
Please. But you keep it good there, Marlo. Okay.
Oh, you know me.
Right.
I'll keep it every which way.
Then
This is
You
making
have
me
a-
sicker than the hands.
you have a good evening, and I will prepare for you for tomorrow.
Much obliged, sir. All right.
Thank
Get
you,
out
honey.
here.
Have a good night.
Should have kept one of those hands out handy.
Yeah.
So we leave.
That was
on the-
very, very strange. Is that going to be our new calling card?
No. I
I'm,
mean,
I'm
that depends on Dorspira, but no,
It could be.
I wouldn't advise it. But, the night is young.
I just want to mention that I'm strangely comfortable with it, and being that he is a disgusting form of caster, it seemed elegant. I enjoyed it.
I'm
All right.
surprised.
I think it woke something in me.
Alden, keep that to yourself, honey.
As you as you guys
think
step
we-
out of
go
the
ahead.
potion shop, go ahead and roll me a perception check, please.
As we leave, I think we're all going to have to start getting comfortable with things that we're not. That's a pretty good roll.
Perception check. 16. I see Alton's half chubby.
24. I see Alton's full chubby.
I got a 24 too.
Okay. But yeah, their spirit.
Then had to restart his computer, by the way.
Okay, that's all right. So as you
got a 16 of perception.
a 16, okay.
Yeah.
2 24s.
And 18 on hiding my chub.
Okay. So Connell and
Spirit got a
Quinn.
19.
Their spirit got a 19.
Is that a sleight of hand?
I sleight of hand. You
Is
can
this like
check
a
in
check?
character channel. I rolled that publicly for you guys.
You
I see it.
you look over at Alton, and you see him kind of like loosen his sash, you know, or just maneuver a little bit as he says this, and then as you bring your eyes from his midsection up and see these shops and a somewhat bustling street right now. Both of you, with your backgrounds, you and everything you've been through with the factions in the past, over the past couple months, have your keen eye on. And you can see the people that, I think it was Connell that you spotted following you around yesterday. You see two of them off like a back alley just as you walk out the door, and you look at Alton. You just see one of them like duck back down the alley out of your sight, probably 60-70 feet from you, kitty corner to the right.
Hey, Connell.
You saw that?
Yeah. What's going on? I think it's time we had a conversation. What about you?
You didn't see anything.
Should I follow him? I can meet you at the back of the Fat Wyvern.
I'll let you go alone.
But we could scout with a bird.
Say what?
Could scout with our owl.
By all means, I think that's wise.
And I'll zap Ash out, and I'll have him fly over the roofs to see if I can see where they are.
All right.
Yeah.
Make a perception check with the owl stats.
Can I gauge what alley they ran down, where their possible routes might be?
I mean, so you guys are on the potion shop was in the what's it called? The Alpha Fields, which is like the top part of this crescent moon shaped city that is divided into like islands from the marshes, the little rivers that run through here. So you guys are on like the southmost border of that, up against the start docks. So basing
that's a
from
dirty
where
20, by the way.
basing from where you saw 'em, the river runs to the right, so they would have to cross a bridge if they were going to go south, or from this direction. I mean, you're not super familiar with Oth, but you would know that the Marquis house is like opposite way, kitty corner to the left of you.
I'll wait to see what he says with his owl.
Okay, and you said 20?
Dirty 20, yeah.
Okay. You can see from above, since you noticed them, they have took off into a dash, and it takes probably 6 seconds for Ash to finally spot them as they are dashing and hiding in between trees and ducking down a couple blocks, and you see one of them just jump right in the river, and then you see the other one jump in the river, and they go out of your vision. Unless you want Ash to continue patrolling around there. But they do...
no, that should be good.
Yeah, they hightailed it pretty quick.
Okay. I'll relay that to Quinn and company.
They must have see us. They must have seen us spot them.
Yeah. It's strange that they ran in the water, though.
Probably figured we wouldn't follow.
Or there's something else down there so they can hide.
I'm not inclined to find out right now.
Not this swamp again.
Not after last time.
Fair point. Let's
We're not being followed now. So
yeah. Should we just continue heading back and act as if we never saw anything?
yeah, for now we'll keep our eyes peeled. No,
And
So
we don't want to be led into any traps.
So you're gonna
No,
go
not again.
back to the Fat Wyvern?
what time is it?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask what time of day.
This conversation with the Marquis you had, your interrogations with
That was at, like,
Graham.
4.
That was at 4, so we'll say like you probably spent a good hour and a half between the conversations with the Marquis, with Graham, and with Igor. So it's supper time. The sun is still above the tree line here, but it's getting closer to the trees. You probably have 2.5, 3 hours before sundown. If there was anything
Based on our interaction with the Marquis when we were there, and the lady, I can't remember her name.
Yeah, Yenora, Elisha.
Yeah, the elf lady.
Yep.
Do I gather that she probably didn't make it out of the Marquis's house?
No. She had her own residence in the Alpa Fields.
Hey, why don't we go pay her a visit tonight? See if she's being watched.
I don't know if it's best if I go in at least.
That's fair.
I'd like to avoid her if possible.
It's fine. I'll go. I'll just go ahead. You guys, I'll meet you guys back up at the Fat Wyvern.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay.
If I don't come back tonight, then I wasn't fine.
Right. So I guess we'll head back to.
Is there anything you want to
Wyvern.
do on the way back to the Fat Wyvern? Do you need? Are you looking for any more supplies or anything
I
tonight?
need- If I can, I would like to try and get some new thieves' tools.
Make me an intelligence check.
Just straight intelligence.
Yeah.
Andy, just
Yeah.
because I can't remember and I didn't put it in my inventory, that Marquis, not Marquis, I can't remember them right now. The leather, it was studded leather armor that I looted off of those bandits, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Before I go, I'm gonna change into that.
Okay. Would you roll, Connell?
9.
A 9?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you've been in the business for a while. You know that on the Menagerie Coast, they're illegal.
Did yours break, Connell? Here, take mine.
You sure?
Yeah.
Why don't you hold on to them for now and give me them when you get back?
I've got tinker tools. I can make myself. You might need these.
All right.
I mean,
Appreciate it.
you know,
I can make.
you know they're illegal, and you really haven't met anybody. I mean, maybe you could ask
actually-
the people
Hold
that
on.
sold the suit, or maybe Scamos, or the
Hey,
two most
I was
like
thinking asking Scamos.
you know.
Let's take an hour. Take an hour real quick. I'll make you some.
Oh,
Are you gonna do
Even
this
better.
right in the middle of the road?
No,
do it-
We'll
do it
go.
tonight.
We'll go back to. You sure?
yeah.
All right,
I
I'll
don't
make
need
you.
them
I'll make you some tonight.
Okay. That
Yeah, I
sounds
got
good.
that. I got that artificer thing. The right tools for the job. I can within an hour create any set of artisan tools, which I assume
I don't know.
Thieves' tools.
Yeah, probably.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
they're
if I can make
common.
smith tools, I'm pretty sure I can make lock.
Yeah, they're considered.
I think it's basically considered any toolkit.
Right. And how long does that last for? Until you have to remake something?
So this is what it says. It says, with thieves' tools or artisan tools in hand, you can magically create one set of artisan tools in an unoccupied space within 5 feet of you. This creation requires 1 hour of uninterrupted work, which can coincide with a short or long rest. Through the product of magic, the tools are non-magical and they vanish when I use the feature again. So I'm taking that if I use thieves' tools to make them, I could make thieves' tools.
I think you could, but you're right. It vanishes when you do it again.
Yeah.
But
when I do it again,
another hour and give them back.
So I was gonna say, I can give you my thieves' tools, so you have real thieves' tools, and then I can make mine.
Yeah, let's do that then.
All right.
Okay.
I'll keep mine for now, but I'll make I'll give them to you later.
So
yeah, tonight. Perfect.
All right. Who's you? 4 of you are going back to the Fat Wyvern. Quinn, you were gonna walk through the
Is it
fields.
too late to try to find some magical inks and fine paper?
Roll me a perception or investigation check.
I just wouldn't want to be rude. Most wizards would obviously do this in the morning, not in the afternoon.
Obviously, of course.
Alton, you're not a normal wizard.
18 perception.
Okay. You do manage to find what is it's like a bookshop, but it's of higher quality and not just selling books, but making them too. And you go in, you have a conversation with this older human gentleman, and he does have $200 or 200 gold pieces worth of paper that is worthy of a scroll or a spell.
Deal.
Okay.
Also, what are you reading these days? Anything good?
No, mainly, hold on. Let's see here.
Also, do you have some sort of loyalty club?
I think I
just realized I need to find a copy of a book. Sorry.
I don't know where my my random book paper is, Jeff. So,
it's okay. I probably wouldn't be interested anyways. It's good manuals on stars or constellations. They could be myth. I don't mind.
Yeah, he has one actual book that is of the stars of Exandria. That is just as you like flip through it and just skim it, it's a guy that obviously has a lot of heart and thought he knew what he was writing about, but it's very elementary. He's missing a lot, but it's a book. The other one is a romance novel. And it's so it's about the stars and
I'll buy it if you read a few passages.
yeah.
I'm
right.
sorry.
Yep. So for both of those, it would probably be 1 gold piece. They're not expensive books.
Of course.
Well, kind of
consider it a deal. Thank
right.
you very much. I'm sorry for calling at such a late hour.
Oh, well, I'm going to close it up now. So, and he kind of like shows you the door, closes the door, locks it, pulls down the blinds. Quinn, go ahead and roll me a perception check. Or you can talk to somebody if you want to try to find the Countess.
Well, let's see how perception works first.
Okay.
It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20? You kind of... Words. You knew the direction that she said the house was in. She did gesture in that conversation. So you walk around for probably 10 minutes, walking through several blocks. Finally, sitting on like a front porch, long but narrow, in a chair. She has a book in one hand and just this smaller staff that she's like rhythmic tapping into the floor. There are a couple guards on the road. Yes.
My headphones cut out. I missed part of that. It's who was the staff tapping?
The Countess, Yenora.
Oh, okay.
She's kind of tapping it rhythmically and reading a book. There are the two of the guards, like at the road where the path leads to the house.
And she, and I can see her.
Yes, you can see her.
2 guards. Is there any obvious way I could sneak around the guards?
Not really. It's pretty open here. There's not. I mean, as you approach, the guards recognize you, and
yeah, I have my helmet off. I'm in my human form.
Okay. Which I believe is the same form that you went to the Marquis' house originally. So,
Yes.
they recognize
I'm just
you.
wearing slightly different armor.
And
trying to keep my cloak to cover up the any brand what's the word I'm looking for? Emblems that are unsavory.
Okay. The guard looks over towards the abode and says, "Madame, a visitor." And she looks up and she gestures for you to come closer.
I will slowly walk over. Sorry to intrude on you in such a late hour, ma'am. I was wondering if we could speak alone.
I don't think anybody's around right now. Surprised to see you still in the city.
Yes. We have some business we were taking care of. Can I make a perception check to actually see if we're alone?
Yeah.
Anybody's listening in?
Sure.
That's a dirty 20 again.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, the guards are far enough away that at like a normal talking voice, they wouldn't be able to.
I am curious how you're meeting with the Marquis.
Well, he won't tell me what is going on. I mean, he's always been difficult. But I know something's off. It's the city is moving, you know, and she like gestures to like a cart that's getting, you know, pulled down the road with a couple horses. It's not bad, but something's up, and I don't have it figured out yet.
I super want to insight check her.
Okay, insight check.
I want to see if she really doesn't know what's going on. Ooh, that's a 19 on the die, and insight's +5.
Ooh, jeez, killing it. So, you get the feeling that she's being honest with you. She definitely feels like something's wrong, but it seems that, you know, maybe you would be putting the pieces together that you've talked to the Marquis, you know, and maybe he doesn't want the heat from the Concord, so he is being less. He doesn't have barf with his words with her. We'll say.
Oh, I was feeling the same thing during that interaction, so I was I wanted to gauge what you thought.
And-
Something about the whole interaction made me uncomfortable. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been a bit of a pompous prick. But you know, I've seen him several times, and I've never seen him without his precious Earth Watchers next to him. I noticed a couple shady people around, but the Marquis's been known for some backroom Three Dragon anti-games. So, is it out of the norm? I don't know. It's creepy, though. And I got my tingly sense. What have you guys been doing?
Oh, well, you know, we've been doing a light shopping, taking some rest after our, intensive battle and travels. We're a bit tired. Took a visit to your local alchemist shop here. Nice fellow named Igor. Met him. Getting to know the town, I don't like to pass through someplace without getting to know it.
It's beautiful.
Okay, well,
If you find anything out, please, let me know. I will get the appropriate people on the job. I appreciate your group coming to my rescue, and I won't underestimate
my
it again.
question to you, my question to you, madam, is honestly, and I look back at our guards and say, we found some unsavory people within your personal guard. How do you know the right people would be the right people?
Well, what do you mean? You found somebody in my guard?
Oh, we found the gentleman. We removed his arm.
Oh.
He had infiltrated you. I'd be worried that there are hands playing from the shadows.
I can get a hold of my father back in Port Maui. He is.
That would take some time, though, wouldn't it?
I have my ways of sending messages.
Be careful who you trust. I worry this infiltration goes deeper than you think. Just a feeling. Nothing more.
Thank you. And I will be on my toes.
Well, you have a good evening, and I hope you sleep well.
Yep. Do the same. Safe travels.
And I will head back to the town library.
Okay. So you guys all make it back to the Fat Wyvern.
I sit down with the group. Oh, well, she's not involved in any way.
I'll slide him a drink that we bought.
I don't know if I'm comforted by that or just more disappointed.
Well, we know at least a couple of her guards were
Yeah,
who she thought, so
I let her know that, although she thinks that's you. And I'll hand him my thieves' tools kit. Here you go. And I will take the hour, if I have it, to create my own set.
Okay. Are you guys staying down in the bar area, or are you resting?
I assumed we were in our room, but
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So
I thought we were downstairs, but
yeah, I thought.
Oh,
I would
whoever.
like
I won't make mine until we go to our
as
room then.
possible.
Marlo says, before we all go, At dawn, we'll plan.
Oh yes, we have a busy day tomorrow.
Yes.
Has anyone seen Antonia?
It's none of your business.
I'm sure she's around. We can catch her up to speed.
How many more days until Dorspir's armor is ready?
I think it was 2.
I thought it was supposed to be the next day.
Was it?
I
We
think
signed
he said,
up for a Prime subscription.
Yeah, that we'll say you could probably check on it tomorrow evening. Would probably
Maybe,
be
I have
the
a feeling.
soonest. He did say he was putting 2 people on it, and he already had 1 suit that he just had to modify.
I have a feeling we need to move quicker than that's going to be ready, though.
You sure? I mean,
We don't know what these people are doing here. They're I'm not going to use that word. They're kidnapping people, children, women.
And on top of that, it's very rude to go to an artisan that late in the evening.
Agreed.
I mean, just
But
so
it
you
was one
remember,
day.
you did pay him very well to put 2 people on the job until it was finished, and he seemed like an honorable guy. So,
We could check in the see what the time frame is.
well, either way, we could always check after we meet with the Marquis.
Yeah.
Or let him know we will check back after.
so
We need
I mean,
to
what's
we need,
one
we
more
need-
day? They've been doing this for how long?
Oh, we need to move quickly. I don't like letting this sit, but you're right. We need to be well armed and we need to be prepared.
We need to know what we're going into.
This sounds like great discussion material that we could have over breakfast. But it's getting very late. It's almost 6 o'clock, and I need to go to bed.
You know Alton gets cranky after a couple of glasses of wine.
So the plan is we're gonna go to talk to the Marquis. Sorry, I realized I was still pulling on my high voice for the lady. We're gonna go talk to the Marquis. Then
We should probably drop into the armor shop in case we run late, just to see.
let's get Durspire armed up. Let's talk to the Marquis, and then next day we need to make our move.
the
I
Marquis
agree.
wasn't until after dark, of the next day.
Oh,
Like,
so we'll
so
do that
if you
before
go
we
to
the
sleep,
Marquis
yeah,
then.
if you go to sleep when you wake up tomorrow, that's the day you had the meeting with the Marquis. If you choose to do it, and it was after dark, because that was the only time he could guarantee his
Yeah, so we have
availability.
a full day.
You have a full day. You
I
know,
feel like we know more than the Marquis already.
I agree. I think maybe we can.
Perhaps
Why
we
don't-
should do some recon.
That's what I was going to say, Marlo. Good call.
and at
Let's-
this
we can
point in
Do that
time,
and spend the day planning.
Antonia comes through the doors.
Well, look who it is.
I told you she'd drop in.
Well, you were doing whatever you were doing. I have been doing some research.
Hey, we cut off a wizard's hands. We've been doing a lot.
Um,
Marlo looks like around just to see if anyone heard that.
He said it quietly.
it seems well defended. I can draw out a basic layout for you, but there's plenty of places to gain a vantage point and truly stake this place out. If we're going all in on this, which we are, maybe tomorrow morning we can formulate something.
I have an idea, but I wanted to run it by you guys first. When
I'm
I
all
spoke
ears.
to the lady, I wonder if she would make, not her, but maybe her guard might make for a good distraction if we let her know what was going on.
You trust her though?
I don't trust you, but I still hang out
Yeah,
with
but you know what I can do at least.
you. Well, it was just a thought. She sounded like she. I believe her when she said she wasn't a part of this, or that she didn't know anything about it. And she offered, if we knew anything, she offered help. I don't know how immediate that help would be, but
I wouldn't be able to keep a disguise the whole time.
all right. Well, then it's us. It's fine. Better
What
that
do you
way.
think-
I think, anyways. We don't want to needlessly risk lives, right?
But if she was so powerful, would she have had trouble in the woods anyway?
Well, I just meant her guard could die so we could get in, but that's pretty harsh.
Agreed.
Sorry. The tactical brain, not the emotional side's working right now.
It's not a bad idea. At least cause a distraction so some of us could slip in.
It might put their forces on high alert, and we might have a harder time.
True.
I agree with Antonio. Let's rest tonight, formulate a plan in the morning. Go suit up to our Spira.
Get our boy some plate and take these bastards down.
Is there some place I can? I know we're in a bar. Is there some place I can buy like a copious amounts of alcohol?
I mean, like a small barrel.
Sure. I'm looking for like hard stuff,
Show your ID.
like liquor.
Excuse me, barkeep. Do you have a Lucy? A loose barrel of alcohol. Perhaps some hard liquor.
Yeah, it's, preferably hard liquor. Had a
Do you
hard
have
day.
Red Stripe from the South Coast?
Actually, I have this corn liquor that is very high test. I've seen it just knock a guy out on one sip before. It was whoa, you know. So the boss really likes it when we water it down, but
preferably the not watered down kind. I'm looking for something like so that would be so strong. I mean, like if I dropped a match on myself, I'd be done. You know, hypothetically joking, of
that
course.
sounds silly.
Yeah, of
Here.
course.
Comes back. I have a small barrel that I can spare.
Can we get a sample?
Sure. And he brings back.
I'm looking for something. Does it put hair on your chest?
Yeah.
Hair on your feet?
Yeah.
For the Hobbit?
So he
halfling?
brings back a cup for you two that are up there.
Yeah, Marlo's not gonna drink it. She's gonna turn to like a patron near her.
Yeah.
And she's gonna say, "Want to see a cool trick?" And she's gonna do her hand charm, her tattoo hand charm.
All right.
And I'm gonna use my charm spell for this on this person.
I drink it.
What was the DC? It was I think it was like what?
It's a 12.
He
was
rolled
a
a
12.
10.
Okay.
So-
If you like that trick, you like this. And she slides the drink over to the patron.
He grabs it and just slams it back, and immediately you see his eyes like roll in the back of his head, and he goes, "Whoa!" thunk, and it smacks his head right on the table as he passes out.
Marlo smacks the bar and goes, "Now that's the stuff."
His lips, he's like, yeah. And he just downs it.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
12 plus
His
3,
first low roll of the
15.
night. please.
15? 15 just succeeds.
Ah.
So
Does it burn?
as it goes through, it burns from like the back of your tongue all the way down to the bottom of your sternum. You can just feel it.
That's the stuff. That's the stuff. That's the stuff.
I mean,
Yeah, right there.
No, I'm good. I'm good. One more question.
yes.
Grainy.
Do you have any empty bottles that I could purchase off you?
You're asking for a lot of stuff. You
I'll
know
put
what?
down a platinum.
I bet you, put down 2, and I'll give you a couple glasses and that jug.
I'm looking for
Empty bottles? Yes.
empty bottles.
He pulls out like 2 wine bottles that are empty. Like the top part, there's like a couple chips, you know, that you can see they've been used a couple times. But
Alton, how many bottles of wine do we have?
Oh, he's asleep upstairs.
Donald, go see how many bottles of wine Alton has.
All right.
You know what? You can keep the. I'll take these, but you have. I know I'm asking a lot. Well, do you have like an empty barrel?
nothing that I can get rid of, unfortunately.
Well, I'll take it, and I'll put down 3 platinum.
Well, thank you. You sure you don't want the glasses? The vases?
Oh no, I'll take the base.
Okay.
We have 9 bottles accounted for, although I think Kano has one in his possession as well.
Need those.
I don't.
We need to empty the. We need to empty those.
Can't empty them.
What
All
is he talking?
We need to empty those.
So, you guys make your way up into your rooms? Is that what you're doing? Or
Yeah.
I help Quinn back into his room because assumingly he's feeling it.
I'm fine.
Your cheeks say something else.
Yeah, they're what? They're whiter. Let's go. No, actually, I'm in my human form, so
No,
I
this is
literally.
It looks like you're blushing.
Marlo, I literally can control the pigment of my skin.
You're slurring your speech. What did you say?
Good night, Marlo.
Good night, Queen.
I'm going to go take those bottles
It's also
from
morning.
Alton if I can.
you're gonna go
What
in
is with
Alden's
you?
room?
I'm gonna go take.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to make 9 Molotov cocktails.
You don't have enough. With your intelligence, you know you don't have enough to make 9. I mean, it was a
Okay, well, I'm gonna
it was
make
a
as many as I
small
can.
barrel. You could probably make 4 out of this.
All right.
Let's use the
I
stuff
have-
he gave you then. Don't waste
He's
our
at
wine.
least tipsy enough to think that it can work.
2, and I'm gonna empty 2 wine bottles, and I'm gonna make 4.
Okay. How are you gonna? You're gonna dump the wine out?
All right.
Yeah. Wait.
So-
you have to go to Alton first.
I'm gonna go downstairs and serve it to the patrons.
You enter Alton's room, and he is surprisingly awake, but studying at a desk. And if you ask him for anything, he dismisses you with like auto responses and just like, yes. Just
Thank you. And I take 2 bottles of
and
wine.
he continues to study.
So you go
I
down.
just walk in. There's no stealth. It's just
two bottles. And you don't need to do that because he is not paying attention to that right now and isn't going to question it. So you then go take those 2 bottles down to the tavern below you and make a lot of people extremely happy. So and now you have 4 empty wine bottles. Anything
I will
else?
take my evening before. I'm just gonna take my evening before going to bed and filling those bottles with the other alcohol.
Okay, just give me a dexterity check.
Ripping up my sheets for not my sheets. I'll rip up a cloak I have
Okay.
because I have a spare one, and I will dump them in. 18.
18? All right. Good enough. You have 4 Molotov cocktails.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So anything else you guys want to do before?
The only thing I'm doing is making my thieves' tools before
Yep.
bed. But
Okay. That's easy enough. So you guys get your long rest. You wake up in the morning. Quinn, in your room, because Antonia was in there. When you wake up, you could see that she has like several pieces of sticks laid out and a couple rocks, and she's like mimicking. They had a guard tower here and a guard tower here. There's this huge 3-story structure here and some kind of stables back there. Now, when I left, they were just bringing in this cart that was caged. And it looked like a couple people were in there. So
we need to be careful. This is more of a rescue mission than a total destruction mission. It complicates things.
Breakfast. Let's get the group together.
All right. I will start putting on my half-plate armor. I don't know. I look at Antonia and I'm like, which do you think? And I hold up like my studded leather and my half plate. Are we going heavy or are we going sneaky?
That is up to you guys.
All right.
I
put on my half plate. I put on my half plate armor.
Going in.
Say what?
I am going to be going in. Depends on the plan. About how hard.
I hope we're all okay. Fair enough. I put my pistol in. I'm not one for. I can be, but I'm not one for subtlety. So we'll see what the rest have to say.
As the rest of you open your doors and start to make your way down, Quinn and Antonia are standing there with their door open, and you can see like the basic layout of
I was already down.
Okay.
I'd gone out earlier to see if there was any news in the morning, any town criers.
You don't see any.
No, you don't need to play that
No.
out.
Yeah, I'm just saying you don't see any.
Elves, get in here.
Well, that just seems derogatory.
Get in here.
I go in.
Marlo hanging around anywhere?
Oh, hello.
Oh God. So small. I didn't see you there.
She's hanging from the ceiling.
Wait, am I invited, or is this specifically a racial thing?
Yeah, no humies allowed. Someone go get Alton.
I'll go down and get him.
I'm reading the equivalent of the paper.
Mm-hmm.
Quinn needs to talk to us. Antonio has something laid out.
Oh, he's up, is he?
Yeah, finally.
Okay. I fold it in quarters.
You what?
He folds it in quarters.
Oh, okay.
When you get in, they go. Oh, this is why it takes us
Alton,
forever to do anything.
Any interesting op-eds?
None.
So, anyways, focus on the table, please. This is the layout of said fortress.
Yes.
We have. Did you get Antonio? Did you get a number on guards or bandits or whatever we're calling these assholes?
We'll just do
Did
this.
Graham not tell us?
I'll interject. Graham did mention there are 24 in total.
Ah, yeah, that's what Gigi said.
So, here.
Apparently we have some innocents in there as well, which makes things complicated for the larger scale destruction ideas.
She lays this out. She says there was 2 towers that were manned. A couple people out front, and it appears that they have the bridge kind of like gated off for easy access. There is a cart that just arrived, and a stables, and this 3-tiered guard barracks building. Now, The Marquis did tell you guys that this was originally built as like the main barracks / prison when you were on that call. And then you have, so this is in the Mudwater, Red Washes, whatever district, and this is the Stark Docks back here. And there is like 60 feet of marsh water land that lay in between the back of this district and that.
So if we were to be coming in just from the town, where would we be walking into? What side?
From where you guys are now, you're over here, like in the you're over behind this.
Gotcha.
I just set it up like this because it's easier for the camera.
Totally understood.
All right. So, Antonia, those two, and I point to the two watch posts. The wood. I'm just gauging.
Yes.
And we assume the prisoners are probably, and I point over to the larger tower, rocks that she's saying is a tower.
I could not stay around long enough to tell. Everybody.
I'm just going on assumption that the tower and then is more likely than the stable.
To create some chaos would help us. Did you notice what the stables were made out of?
I imagine it's stone and wood.
Yeah, it's like half and half. But it is a wood roof. So,
Alton, do you have any
1 to 10? How flammable?
Alton, do you have any fire-altering spells that you could prepare today?
Unfortunately, it's not my specialty.
All right.
But I would like to tell you all that I've made a breakthrough.
Oh, really?
Oh yes.
Please tell me it's not about the removal of hands.
No.
Don't get him started. He would not shut up about it last night.
Oh my god, the hands. But no, I need my hands in order to perform this. So, the way it works is I conjure a gravity line, and I can summon it in a position that I can suck things to it from both sides. The effective reach is 30 feet. Although if you took that in a 3-dimensional capacity, it would be even further.
What is your limitations of gravity? Because I can produce flame. We clearly have some type of accelerant. It seems like we have fixings for some sort of bomb.
And I kind of pat my little goblin, robotic goblin that I've assembled today. We've all seen the fire that he can produce. I think we have some means to at least cause some chaos to get things started.
And as far as the innocents are concerned, I have ways to put out fire as well.
All right. And while we're sitting there, I'm preparing my spells for the day, like tinkering with all my stuff. Since I was awoken by Antonia and didn't have a minute to do so yet.
Yep, that's fine.
I believe that I could best serve if I were to concentrate whatever effects you already had in place, Marlowe.
I will also change my infusion for the day. I'm going to get rid of my homunculus because he's really useless.
Does anyone recall if when Graham told us who was being captured there, was it people with power, with magical powers? I feel like I recall that.
He said followers.
Followers?
Yeah,
he specifically said followers. They were sacrificing their own followers.
Okay.
He didn't mention who they were taking that weren't.
Yeah,
okay.
They never mentioned like who they're abducting. Just that. Basically, it was just some cult shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
That's what I had written in my notes. Cult shit.
No, it was he mentioned sacrificing their own followers, but he didn't mention
truly
who
disgusting.
they were taking. Connell, can you make yourself invisible?
I sure can.
Today, so can I.
Infiltration is my specialty.
Same.
And
I
you
can
guys
get small
see-
like a mouse, or
Nice.
I can get high up in the air like a bird.
All right. You guys see Quinn is etching runes into his boots. And I'm making them boots of Elvenkind to counteract my disadvantage at stealth.
That is so clutch.
Because I got that half plate armor, so.
I can also turn invisible, just so everyone's
Right.
aware.
Thank you, Dorspira.
You know-
You've been so quiet.
You know what? I may act. Yeah, you know what? Darspira, come here.
I walk over.
I rub off the infusions on the runes on my boots, and I start doing them on his.
It doesn't have to be an item that you control or possess.
It's an item,
Oh,
and I can give it to somebody.
Yeah. In fact, most artificers do.
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna give
appreciate
you.
the artificers that use it selfishly.
Yes, I'm going to give you the boots of Elvenkind.
Well, I can
On
also
your
turn you
boots.
invisible.
Yes, I understand, but you're still not. So you'll be at. I'm assuming that being invisible would. I don't think it gives you. I don't know.
It
Would
wouldn't give you
have
double advantage. Yeah.
No, so you're already
So-
gonna have advantage at being invisible, I guess.
Yes.
So I'll get a straight roll, because I also have heavy.
Okay.
We
well,
don't need it once we get in.
then I will keep my boots because
Yeah.
I may not want to use my spell slot to be invisible.
So many boots.
I'll keep my boots for now then.
Okay.
Question.
I just
Yes.
wear these soft leather.
I'm also.
Furs almost.
Alton, are they made of crocodile? Are those Crocs?
These are not Crocs. They're equally comfortable. They're just of a cheaper, lesser known brand.
Yes,
They're-
the gators.
Okay. Is
Quite
there
a
like
skill.
a jug anywhere? I got a jug, right? Or I only got wine bottles. I'm looking for like a jug, like a.
You're not
They
going to
give
find
you
it.
those
You're not.
jugs.
No, you don't see any. It's all cleaned up in the morning. There's nothing out.
All right, we need to go to a general goods store before this day's over.
Well, he
Before
gave you the
we start
bases.
this day. Yeah, I made Molotov cocktails out of those.
No, it was just two. Didn't you get 2 wine bottles from him and then 2 vases?
You have 4 cocktails. That
Yes,
used up all
and
the.
then he made 4.
Yeah, he didn't give me anything extra. He just said
Gotcha,
bases. It was
okay.
just the wrong word.
I misunderstood that. then.
No, that's all right. I just need to go buy. I need a jug. I'm gonna take off my infusion from my shield today, and I'm gonna make a jug later.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give that to Connell.
Uh-oh.
Here's the plan, Connell. Later, I'm gonna give you a jug of oil.
Okay.
Um,
I think I can figure out what to do with that.
you can. It will have a quart of oil in it. Or, okay, so here's the deal. We can do a quart of oil, an ounce of poison, or 8 ounces of acid, whichever we think is more useful in the moment.
I'm loving this oil.
I-
I'm not gonna
Oil
lie.
will help a lot. I do kind of pat his pocket. I have some poison,
Okay.
and
So
we have
we'll
some
make it
acid.
oil. Pretty sure that I can only do it. Let's see.
I mean, it's very easy to find a jug. You just aren't finding it
Yeah,
in
no,
the
that's
tavern.
fine. All right. Yeah. So I can only do. I'm only going to be able to do a quart of it.
That's
So,
what, like.
yeah, but we'll see if I can buy some more just because.
Alright.
So,
Yeah,
what would
okay.
you guys like to do?
We're
It
gonna go to
sounds
the.
like we've got fixings for multiple traps. So I think the best would be to stealthily set these traps in the most targeted areas, and then lure the poor souls who are going to fall victim of these traps into them, and fight them from there on.
I point at the gate. we could if we could get over here, we could definitely focus it right on the focal point of the entrance, or the bridge even.
It's not a bad idea to stop their exit, but we should also create some form of chaos inside beforehand. So,
the more souls that we can draw to the greatest focal point, the event horizon, the better.
So I'd say we take out the towers,
what if
and we focal point up. We funnel them through the gate.
what if you mean kill them as they come out the gate?
I see a hitch in our plan though. What if they start killing prisoners?
I
There's always
say
that chance.
we create a fire inside of the whole place, and then we draw them outside. I say
What
we
if-
light the whole thing.
What if we create or light the stables on fire, and theoretically, any horses in there will go wild inside?
2 towers are going to be an issue if we are spotted.
Antonio, how many guards were on the towers?
When I was scouting, there was 2 people on the big one, including what was his name? The leader, the blue dragon.
assume
lord.
that
Derek.
assume that there's a
Derek.
Draka.
Darius.
Derek. Something like that. Yeah. He was up on the big building. The small towers by the main gate. There was just one each, and
Those
it
are
looked
the
like
ones
they
I'm
had.
worried about.
Towers. And how far apart are they from each other?
They're roughly about 40 or 50 feet apart from each other, and she'll relay that from her vantage point, it looked like the floor of the towers were level with the walls. And the walls were not wood, they were stone and clay.
Gotcha.
And the only thing that she'll bring up is there was a gate on the main entryway. I don't think giving them a chance to close that and gather with what you guys have planned, it may not work out for us.
Well, what if we
This is a
hear me out?
This might be a better time to pick them off individually.
What if we got the high ground?
It'll
Shut
be
the gate.
over.
I'm just saying, we shut the gate. We shut them in with us. We start our fires. Maybe stealthily take out the ones on the tower. We start our fires, and then as they come out. But again, I'm still worried about the people they have in there.
all I'm saying is this is a heavily fortified area. It was built that way, if I remember our conversation right. Don't expect them to run away from this. I would imagine they would more use this to their advantage. However,
Just because they can use it doesn't mean we can't use it to our advantage.
If we could get them to run to a specific area, any way that we can funnel them would be very advantageous.
Well, we were told that some will be out in the city today. We know at least 2 of them will be.
Ugh. That's not a good idea. But I like it.
We
Connell?
know they'll go to shops. We know they shake them down.
Ugh,
Could
this is a terrible idea.
They must also know that Gigi is missing.
As far as I know, Gigi died out in the woods.
But can we use him as some bait?
I'm not letting that guy out.
Well, we can't. We used to have his hands, and now they're gone.
Yes, but he's still alive. Come on, let's be honest.
Oh, yes. Connell, are you suggesting what I think you're suggesting? As the
Depends what you
two...
think.
I mean, we both have ways of making ourselves look like other people.
We do?
Are you suggesting you and I just walk in there?
One option. We would have to make sure that they could not come
Oh
in.
no,
as well.
we definitely kill them first.
Yeah. But we have an idea of what they do. I'm just saying that's an option.
But we could at least figure out where they're holding them.
Yeah. But we can't take too long because there are probably, we know there are people watching them as they do their rounds.
That's true, that's true. And there's people watching us.
Yeah.
Maybe that's who we figure out take care of that problem first today. While we wait.
Why don't I explore where they jumped into the water today?
I think maybe we just wait till we see him again.
You think?
Don't talk about our plans out in the open.
All right.
All right, we're going to the armor shop.
Yeah, let's get you a jug and then we'll go check in with the armorer.
So buying a jug is very easy, and it costs you a copper piece.
Also, like to possibly buy any excess oil I can find.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Take you to the armor.
That's a natural
Staying in this
19.
room.
Tibbs' dice are on fire tonight.
Oh, Percy's doing good, man. Percy's doing good. Persuasion's only a +2 though, so 21.
Okay. You managed to purchase for 1 gold piece 3 more quarts of oil.
Ooh, yeah, okay, we got 4 today. I like it.
Any other little tidbits that you guys want to do that we can just...
We'll just be staying in his room. He's working on some studies.
Okay.
Okay.
With my... never mind.
I'm transcribing spells, Andy.
Mhm.
Yeah, anyway, we got you. So we'll head to the armor.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Hello, good sir. How are you doing today?
I'm tired, to be honest with you, but we will get this done. We're still probably several hours away from it, but it does appear that it should be done by dinner time tonight.
Dinner time.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Sounds good. Great.
Perfect.
Yeah, alright. That sounds wonderful. Thank you, sir.
As we're walking around, do we notice anyone watching us?
Make a perception check.
That's 14.
14? Doesn't seem like anybody's paying attention. If they do, it's more of just your moxie of your group. You know, you have an elf walking around in armor, you got another human walking around in armor, you got this little woman that is just
I prefer
bright,
lady.
a bright mess. A lady, all right.
So you're saying we stick out?
Yeah.
Fair enough. So we will, I mean, I don't really have anything else to do today other than let's get...
I would like to go to the market and see if I could spot those 2 guys, Taylor and Brenwyn.
Okay.
And I just would like to see if I could see them and if I could pick out how many people are around them.
Okay.
Like if I could see how many people are watching them.
If I know you're doing that, I mean, I will definitely also keep an eye out.
All right. So someone go ahead and you can both roll perception, or one can aid the other if you want to roll the d20.
Do you want to just each roll?
Sure.
I would say let's just both roll.
I think I got a 15. So.
Okay.
What a time for a natural 1.
So,
8 total?
yeah. It's distracting. You know you should be able to pick this up fast, but the aromas from the apple pies all the way to the roasting meat and the fresh cheeses that are all just like in this part of the market, it smells so good.
I shouldn't have skipped breakfast.
However, Quinn, after like a half an hour of just watching Connell wipe his mouth from the drool from his mouth,
Drooling.
you do hear, like, come on, it's and it almost like you hear some confrontation. And you look over, and probably 45 feet through a couple vendors, you can see 2 humans just kind of got this one other human like not cornered, but like they got him surrounded. And you can hear him pipe up for a second, and then he throws this pouch at him, and ting ting ting, you see a couple coins hit the ground. One of the guys punches him right in the gut. He bends over, and he says something that's inaudible from this distance for you, but you can see the guy like go down to the ground, and it appears that he picks up the coins and hands the pouch to those guys, and they say something else to him, and then they turn around and they start walking. This would be like you're probably 30-40 feet to the left of you. They're walking down one of the far left alleys of this marketplace.
I'd like to walk up to the gentleman who just got his ass whooped,
right, so
and help him up.
Okay.
As long as I'm not in view of those 2 that just walked away.
I mean, roll me a stealth check if you would. Calling it out.
Sure. I got my boots on, so.
I'm gonna start rolling hot, and it's not gonna be good for you guys. All right.
Coincide with Tim rolling cold.
Yeah.
Gonna hit. Percy's been hot tonight. It's gonna stop.
So you make it over. You don't seem to they don't notice you.
Oh, can I help you up, sir?
Thank you.
Who are those assholes?
People that think they're the muscle. Robbing me. Everybody else.
Out here in the open in front of everyone?
Well, this is my section, and you can see he has like trinkets, like small, like straw made trinkets, and viney, earthy, kind of just
how much gold did they just take from you?
Why are you so curious?
Oh, I don't like to see someone get their ass beat in the middle of the street.
No. If there wasn't 2 of them, see who's beating whose ass. This week, sales have been slow, so they were not happy with the 5 gold that they got. As you can tell. I'm guessing you saw that.
I did, unfortunately.
But the Marquis doesn't want to do anything, so this will never change.
I will... God, I'm going broke. I don't have any gold on me.
Can I see Quinn talking to this
Yeah,
guy?
yeah.
Alright, I'll go up with him, but I'll have like a stick of meat
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna lean into Connell. Connell, give me 6 gold.
How much?
6.
And I'll drop it in his hand.
I will. Sorry, I didn't get your name, and I go to shake his hand.
Russell.
Russell, and I'll shake his hand with the 6 gold in it. And I'd really like to get their names.
Oh, one was they call him Brenwyn, and the other one
I'll just look at Connell. I'll like shake my head that way.
It's
I'll go.
they just call him T.
Right. Well, I hate to see a man down on his luck. I hope things get better.
Thank you.
And I'm sure they will. And I start following behind Connell to head towards that direction.
Thank you. Here, sir. And he like takes 2 steps and kind of grabs you like by your arm.
I look back
Take
to see
this.
if Connell's still heading that way. I'll grab whatever he's got.
Yeah, he just hands you like it's made out of like a hardy grass and vines, and it's like a shape of a star, and he uses the grass to like exuberate the light coming out of this star.
I just literally like offhandedly just tuck it in my pouch and I like keep going.
Thank you. Turns around, goes back. You guys are following them.
I would like to stealthily, if possible.
You see him. Hey, go ahead and roll stealth check. Eventually, they will get hot. Eventually.
I rolled a stealth. I rolled 16.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think you're. Neither of you. What? Did you roll a natural 1?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, with a plus 10.
Okay.
But it's still a natural 1.
All right.
Let's get him out of the way early.
So as you guys start tracking them, the first thing you notice is they have their paths, like their routine. You see them like frisk 2 different shop owners down and take small pouches and put them in this larger larger bag on their hip that is tied with a knot every time they put something in there. And just after they're about to leave, that Quinn is you're just sneaking and maybe it's not so much about sneaking, but fitting in with the markets and not looking obvious. They look over and they see Connell, and Connell, you make eye contact with them as you put your meat stick in your mouth and take a bite, and they just give you like a real stern look.
I'm just gonna look back at him confused, like try to act somewhat simple and just
All right, make a
ignore
deception
my
check.
meat stick.
Their spirit needs some battle.
14.
14? All right.
Yeah.
I mean, they stop paying attention to you and turn around and continue on their way.
I think this is a lost cause.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably.
you don't see anywhere where you could take advantage of a situation just due to the crowdedness of this market.
We don't want to tip them off sooner than
Yeah,
we're ready.
I mean that's what I'm going under the assumption of.
Yep.
So
All right,
We're
let's head back.
we'll head back.
We know their faces.
That's the key.
so
We'll head back to the party.
Yep.
Pretty much. I don't think there's much else to do other than
Okay.
wait for the armor and wait for our meeting.
Yeah, and then I'd actually like to distribute some of these potions that we got. So I'll lay them all out on the table, I'm assuming.
How many do we have?
I have 1 acid, and I'll point to them as I go. 1 acid, 1 spider poison, which I just pulled myself. 2 healing potions, and a
Give
sticky potion.
Give Alton the healing. I think you and Alton should keep the healing potions.
All right, I'll distribute
I
1
think
healing potion.
The rest of us have the ability to heal ourselves.
Okay. A sticky potion.
I'm sorry.
Just 1 healing potion.
One healing pop. Thank you.
Thank you.
So the sticky potion, which we need to throw.
I'd take that.
All right, I'll slide that to Quinn. And then this one. We should only use it if it's really desperate.
Let me just tuck that one away.
Okay.
What was that one?
Actually, this is the true sight with radiant damage as well. I would say it's probably best to go to Dorspira, but maybe not. I don't know.
I'm gonna argue that he has the ability to do radiant damage anyways.
But it's extra damage, I think, is what he's saying.
I'm just stating if we come across something that maybe radiant damage is what we need.
Okay, I'll hold it for now. I can always pass it along.
Agreed. I don't think it's going to be necessary tonight.
Okay.
You'll know when it's right to feed it to Dorspira.
Oh, and then do you want the acid, or do you want me to just hold on to it?
Do I want some acid? Now is not the time for that.
I've normally never turned down acid, but it does seem like we're in a pinch for time.
Yep.
Cool. So, you hand that out. You rest. You prepare yourselves. And it's almost supper time. You make your way to the armor. What? Do you have something, Marlo? No. Okay. You make your way to the armor. You see the elf just putting the final touches on this full plate that's just kind of adorned on the top of like the bench, the counter that they had. Friends, I don't have an idea of what you're gonna fully do, but I do feel like your intentions are very good. You're actually the first outsiders that I've met here that I've liked. So I did have our apprentice make up these little pins for you, and he puts them out there, and there are 4 crescent moon pins, and one is embedded into Dorspira's plate armor, almost like the Star Trek tracker spot, like beam me up, Moonweaver.
Much appreciated.
You got me on every level, Andy.
I think, did you guys pay up in full? I think you paid in full, didn't you, or did you just put a down payment on?
We paid up in full.
Okay, yeah. Also, don't get a lot of jobs like that, so.
Well, we appreciate the haste it was done in.
Yes, and it's fine armor.
Put it on, Dorspira. Put it on.
Yeah, come on, bud.
Can I help him put it on in front of a mirror?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Hold on. While we're doing this, when Marlo's helping him tighten the last strap, I'm gonna talk to Dorspier. I'm gonna be like, Dorspier, look in the mirror and tell me, what do you see?
Oh God. See, like this is a combo of awkward Dorspier and awkward Ethan at the same time. And
Lean into it.
You see Dorspira?
see Dorspier.
Well, let me tell you what I see. I see pride. I see power. I see a badass mother who don't take crap from no man. We're gonna need you. We're gonna need you. Now.
Dorspier doesn't say anything, but you notice his chest is a little out higher and he's walking a little more confident.
I slap him right on the chest. That's what I'm talking about.
Does this suit have a helm?
Huh?
Does it have like a helm?
Did you want a helm?
I don't know. I mean, I hear full plate. I hear helm. That's just me. I don't.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. Dorspier, does it have a helm? It's your armor.
Yes.
Sick.
I gotta add this full plate now. Oh,
Yep.
God.
So you picked up your full plate. And
All I can say is this: if we were conspicuous before, we're fucking conspicuous now.
So,
I mean, everyone else looked at us anyway.
True.
wait, was his armor part of the deal or no? So now, are you lugging half plate? Or wait, you had chain? What'd you have?
I have chain.
You had chain?
Yeah, no, I gave you my blunderbuss.
Yeah, that's right.
We didn't offer a trade in armor.
Right. Okay. So you have to figure out a way to something to do with that chain. You know, just you're gonna drag chain all the way back to.
Can I just hold on? Can I just recap? This is the second Cool Runnings reference we've made in this campaign.
Well, I pick up Dorspira's old armor. What are we doing with this? Does it have sentimental value?
No.
I look over at the elves. You guys want some elven chain?
It's not elven chain.
You guys want some chain? He's an elf. I assumed it was
was
elven.
worn by an elf. I'm sorry, I'm not there.
Yeah. It was worn by an elf. It's elven.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see.
Dorspira, your people didn't make that? Would you find it on the street?
No, I found it on a tree.
I legitimately have no response to that. All right.
I will.
It's free armor.
I'll give you 50 gold pieces.
All right. You really don't care?
No.
I hand the man the armor,
Okay.
and I do my best to just pocket the 50 gold.
You gonna make a sleight of hand check.
That's 11 plus. Where's my sleight of hand? 3. 12, 13, 14. So everybody
14.
notices except Dorspira.
Yep. Dorspira is busy looking down at the reflection in his armor at himself and his chest pumped up and yep. So
All I had was 2 platinum. I had like no gold. All right. Which is why I had to ask for gold. That's just why I had to ask for gold coin.
so you
All right, we're heading to Igor.
You go to Igor's house. 10, 15, 30 seconds go by. No answer.
Igor, honey, are you home?
Another 10.
Oh, he's definitely not home.
Spira, you wanna pick the lock?
Yeah, I take out my sword and just.
No, that's not. That's not.
You're gonna shove your sword in and try to pry the door open?
Yeah, unless someone tells me otherwise, I'm just gonna go full I think that's what Quinn's telling me to do.
No, joke, sarcasm.
As
Buddy,
you bring your sword up, Both Connell and Quinn reach out, grab your hand.
Can I make
It's now the time, Torspira. Say the word. It's now the time.
Is there anybody watching us? I mean, besides the obvious people watching us try to break down this door.
Yeah, I mean,
I meant like on the way in there, like anyone conspicuous watching us or trying to be inconspicuous. Oh man, that's 12, but I have a plus 5, so 17.
Yeah, I mean, you don't feel eyes on you.
All right, we should.
I mean, outside of Dorspira pulling a sword out and then you get sheathing it again, and
we're at the time that we expected he would expect us.
Yeah. Yeah, the sun is down. The street lanterns are flickering.
I'm gonna jiggle the door to see if it's locked first.
It is locked.
All right. I'll try and pick it.
Okay.
We'll kind of like go around him in a way that like hides him.
Okay.
Yeah, just cover me.
As Connell kneels down, pulls out his thieves' tools.
So this is Dex
proficiency plus
proficiency,
Dex.
right?
Yep.
15.
15?
Yeah.
Must have been that old set of tools. First try, you lock it, you turn the door handle, you push the door open, and if you remember, there was some shelves with potions and other instruments that he sold here, and there was a counter right in. And the first thing you can see are a pair of feet, like he's laying on his back behind the counter.
Run
over to it.
Jump. I'm running after behind him. If you say that's what you say.
As soon as you guys duck in and go around the corner, you can see just beaten. As you look at his chest, you could he's still breathing, but it literally looks like he's beaten within an inch of his life.
Get in here.
I'm going to cast a healing word on him.
No, okay. I'm gonna lay on hands, but that works too.
So,
Dorspira, go first then.
Yeah, I'll just do 10 points at my lay on hands. Yeah.
You're okay. You're among friends.
Can I help him sit up?
Oh, yeah. It takes. Sits up, like blood is just dripping. His face is already starting to bruise.
Drink some of this, and I'll give him a little bit of my water skin.
Agua, honey, are you all right?
No.
Who did this to you?
Did they find out? Do they know?
Back up, back up, back up. Give the man some room.
It wasn't the
Honestly,
normal
we
two.
should all at least acknowledge some of our own personal team growth. I mean, look at us here helping this individual.
Not the time.
They didn't get any information from me, but they accused me of doing something.
Doing what?
They heard your gunshot. My cover-up wasn't good enough. Probably a couple hours after you guys left yesterday. They came in. I must have been passed out on the floor all day. My head is killing me.
Does it look like they took anything from the shop?
Make an investigation check.
Guys, we can't wait any longer. Anybody else who finds out who we've talked
12.
to is in danger.
Oh no, scamos. Oh no, the drug dealers.
We need to.
They were just kids.
We need to take care of this now.
Cover of night can
They
help.
were just kids. We can't let anything happen to them.
I rolled a 12, by the way, Andy.
12.
Yeah.
The scuffle, like you can see like where a couple people came in that weren't your tracks or anything, and This looked very purposeful. Like it was a directed attack for one thing. Nothing else seems scavenged. Although you guys did buy a lot of his, stuff the day before. So,
is there any healing potions left?
No, he sold you the last two. Yeah.
I was gonna give him his own.
What about the trap door behind the counter?
You go back into that room where the trap door was. It is shattered.
Doors?
Yeah, like it's like ripped off its hinges.
All right.
How is
the mirror?
Yeah, how's the mirror?
It's pushed over. Right. It looks like they didn't know what it was. It's like a couple of kids breaking and entering and beating up an old man.
Pick it back up to see if the marquee's there or if he's gonna contact us.
Okay.
Like prop it back up.
All right.
Is there any amount of investigating that might be useful?
Just look around, Alton. See what you can find.
I'll do so.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check. Quinn, as you can hear your party moving on the floor above you, the image doesn't come in, but you can hear them. You can hear the marquee. They're coming to the castle. There's four people outside right now. I can't do this. Help where you can. And then
Stay safe.
Yeah, it goes out.
We need to do this now. We need to do this now.
What was
there's 4 people.
Let's kill the 4 people.
23? Okay. The only thing you find, let's see here. You find everything that happened before. There's nothing that's left behind. Yep. Actually, with the 23, what you will find is, as you're looking through and just examining everything, you do find another box. The one that was tucked underneath the counter that had the hands in it, and you pull it out, you open it up, and there's another regular healing potion in it that was kicked underneath the counter. That's what you find.
I really think I don't want to wait on this any longer. Are we saving the marquee, or are we going to go save the multiple innocents in the fortress? I feel like the longer we sit on
only
this,
4.
The marquee is the way to more help. If we can, it sounds like he was not going to help us. If there's any way we can convince him to help us, it's by helping him. Maybe he will see this as
He seemed like a coward.
Yeah, he does. I don't.
He is.
But on the other hand, I see this as an opportunity where there are 4 less people to take on for our infiltration.
There's 4 less people there now.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes.
So let the marquee distract them.
Yes.
What are they going to do? Are they going to kill the marquee?
Connell, quit being a pussy. We're going to go.
No, I'm arguing that we should maybe go to the fortress.
It sounds like we're all on the same side.
Yeah, we're on the same page. Everyone shut the fuck up and let's go.
Yeah.
I'm all rattled.
Alton, let's do this.
How are we going to let Antonio know? Because we need her.
Let's go pick her up and go.
My niece has a beautiful singing voice. And she could just sing.
Alton, not the time.
Boy, she had a voice.
Marlo's gonna dust off Igor and say, You stay safe. Keep your head low. Keep the doors locked. And here, take this. And she's gonna give him a level 1 healing word.
Okay.
Which is 1d4 plus 4.
So we're gonna go pick up Antonia and make our way towards that fortress.
It's 5 HP.
Alrighty.
Oh wait, no. Excuse me. 9 HP.
What if
9?
What if we
8. Ah, God, my math.
That's
what
right.
if we
4 plus
attack
4.
What if we attack the 4 now? We know where they are. And then head there next. Or like
the 4. Listen, the 4 could tip them off. When they're if we take out their base, the 4 are gonna go running. I don't care about the 4.
So what would you like to do?
Go for it.
Gwen's gonna go find Antonia.
Okay.
Yeah, I say.
It
So-
sounds
We do that
like
anyway,
we should
so.
perhaps have a team vote. And we could make small tallies. And everyone could mark either
The team
a
voted
white
we were
stone
gone while we were upstairs.
or a
Let's go.
black stone, and we could put the stones into a pouch.
Oh God.
And then immediately
Open out the door as we go. Like we're just going. We're just going.
count them.
Yeah, and he's just like
Marlo's
in the
grabbing
middle of the
Alton.
pack selling this the whole way through the Alpha Fields into the Stark Docks. You make your way to the Fat Wyvern. Antonia is sitting downstairs at a bar stool with her legs crossed having a drink.
Antonio, you ready to go fuck some people up?
You know it.
Alright.
Oh shit, girl.
Flips a gold onto the bar. Tink, 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 tink. Winks at the bartender. And, well, let's do this.
Let's go.
And
On
why
their
don't
way
we go
out.
ahead
You want
And of
Take a
course,
fiver.
the vote works better if there's an odd number.
Oh my God.
committee
Alton,
members
shut up. Shut up.
in case of a tie.
God, I wish I had silence.
let's
I'm grabbing a drink before we go.
yeah, let's okay, you can do that. Let's take a bathroom break, all right? Because I need to go to the bathroom, and we'll be back in a hot minute.
bring everyone at stake.
Okay, so you guys,
Tim.
Damn, I had a good joke too.
you guys,
Buddy, channel your anal witch trials.
Welcome back to YouTube. Welcome back, YouTube. How you doing? There was a quick note from our sponsors, Casper the mattress. Casper, the best sleep you'll ever have.
All right, so you guys walk out the Fat Wyvern together. Make your way through the Stark Docks into the marshes, the Redwater marshes, or yeah. I don't have my fucking book, whatever. Following Antonia's lead, she gets you within about 200 feet of the location of this. And so it's just several blocks at the end of this island. What are we doing? Where do you want to be?
That's a really good question.
Burn them all. Well,
Donald, do you want to try to do some invisible reconnaissance, or Marlo, do you want to do some more reconnaissance, like small animal reconnaissance?
well, we pretty much. Go ahead.
I can go small. I can go to the sky. Whatever you see fit.
I think something unnoticeable would be best.
Why don't Marlo, myself, and Antonia create the distraction?
I have
What are
no
we doing when they're
problem
distracted?
taking out one of those towers with some of my cold energy. And she, like, you see her hand go from the human skin tone to her blue
What's the
form.
game plan after the
No,
distraction?
how
Take
far
out the two
apart are those towers again?
They're about
40,
60, or they're 40 to 50 feet. The whole front wall is just over 60 feet. All
Marlo's gonna take everyone and huddle everyone around a group, around some dirt, and just take a stick and draw like a fake map that she remembers Antonia laying out the other day, and kind of like just draw. All right, so what we're gonna do is there's going to be two teams. One team is going to focus their fire on each of the points of the towers, and then the second team is going to focus on making sure the gate stays open, and making sure all the people are coming towards that one gate, and we can focus our fire there once the towers are taken care of.
Wait, this is somewhat experimental, but perhaps I could take and draw everyone out of the towers. Just summon a sort of point between the two towers that draw all of them to it.
All right, I like that.
Yes, gravity.
It's a good idea to get them off the towers.
Maybe ranged people could get into the towers while the other ones are out.
I would still need to deal with them. I could draw them to it and lift them all up another 10 feet and then drop them.
You could start
And
a
it
fire
would-
underneath.
It would do incredible
not the
damage,
issue.
but in case it does not kill all
I'll
of
be there.
them,
I'll be there to put them down.
perfect.
I think we have enough half-baked ideas to make one semi-baked idea.
We're not going to do any of this anyway, so let's just go try it out.
Quinn, I bet I get more kills than you.
Wow. That is the most immature thing I've ever heard, Connor. And you are completely
Spirit?
wrong. You are completely wrong.
You too.
Okay. So
it is entirely possible that when I go to summon all of them to the gravity well created between the two towers, that it doesn't work.
Well, that's encouraging.
We'll worry about
is a
that after.
possibility.
That's just the cost of doing business with you, Alton. You never know if it's going to work or not.
I
We
mean,
also have the issue of that blockage on the bridge.
statistically speaking, it will work at least 3 out of 5 times.
Every
so if
time.
there are 5 individuals in the tower, most of them will not be in the tower.
Again, we have that issue blocking the bridge as well.
Can Alton push it out of the way?
I don't know. Can he?
I say we could sneak across.
okay, so all right, as you guys, why don't you go ahead and well, it's dark out. Are you going to move closer to see what's? Everybody, make me a perception check. That's what I want.
Okay.
16.
Is an 8.
8.
19 for Mar. 19.
Oh, 11 for Connell.
Okay.
Let's just yeah, no, 19's fine. 19's fine. Can I do that? Hold on 1 second. Let me just do something.
17 here.
Okay, so Alton, Marlo, and Quinn, as you are walking up and peeking through, you do notice 2 guards here, out on a patrol. They keep moving back and forth through this, and same with that side. You notice 1 here and 1 here. You can see at least a reflection of some armor over the bridge off of this area right here. That's what you can definitely tell from the ground view. So, yeah. How do you want to do this? That's what I'm asking you guys.
Does it seem like I could capture more than 2 or 3 in a 40-foot range?
We need to get over there, guys. Doing stuff from over here isn't gonna.
I
Still
believe I
doesn't get
have
us there.
something that can help us pass without a trace.
That's
Why
great.
don't we sneak over
Still
that
need to
wall
be able
so we
to-
can get closer?
Sounds like a plan.
Which are you gonna sneak off to the side, or do you want to try to go over the bridge or hop the river at some
I
point?
think there's a log crossing the river. I think we're thinking about going over it.
Okay, so everybody, if you're going that way, roll me a stealth check.
Hey, Dorspiro,
I'm going to pass without a trace before we start moving.
Okay, so everybody gets to add +10 to